Welcome to the Regent International Center in Hangzhou. Kind of a skyscraper jam-packed with 20,000 influencers, all trying to hit it big. It's like the set of a reality show, but this is real life, and it's non-stop. This building isn't just a bunch of rooms, it's the active hub of China's live streaming world. It's a look-alike of the Big Boss house, but way bigger and with more action. Everyone's streaming, chatting, and hustling to get those likes and follows. But there is something more hooking. While it looks all glitzy on the surface, there's a whole different story once you go deeper. Today, we're going behind the scenes to see what really draws these internet celebrities here and what they go through to keep their feeds flowing and fans hooked. The phenomenon of mass live streaming. Let's zoom in on the Regent International Center in Hangzhou. Why this building is causing a lot of fuss? Well, Hangzhou is a tech hub for major companies like Alibaba. This city is about fast-paced digital growth, perfect for live streaming. The Regent International Center is more than just a building. It's a community. It offers top-notch tech facilities, ultra-fast internet, and a whole network of fellow streamers. It's designed to be a place where you can thrive as a creator, surrounded by others who are just as driven. That's why it's no surprise that so many streamers flock there. It's not just about the facilities, but also being in the epicenter of digital trends. If you want to be in the loop and push your career forward, that's where to be. Why are so many young folks jumping into live streaming? Well, it boils down to a few pretty tempting reasons. First off, of course, the money. Live streaming can be seriously profitable. Young people see it as a chance to make good money early on, setting up their future without having to climb the tough traditional of our mom-dad ladder. Then there's the charm of fame. Of course, who doesn't want to be on TV? Who doesn't want to be known and recognized? For many young creators, it's about reaching out and making a mark on the world. Live streaming platforms give them a stage to perform, share their lives, and connect with fans globally. This recognition isn't just about feeling good. It can also open doors to new opportunities, and collaborations mean more money. But there's more to the story. The economy plays a big role here. With job markets becoming increasingly competitive and traditional career paths seeming less stable, many young people turn to live streaming not just for money and fame, but as an alternative when other options feel out of reach. Youth unemployment hitting nearly 20% in China in 2023, a lot of young people are looking at influencing as a new career option. It's not just about the chance to make money, it's also about escaping the boring 9-to-5 routine. Being an influencer means more freedom and creativity, which sounds way better to those tired of the same old grind at traditional jobs. The economic downturn has left a lot of young people feeling stuck, and they see live streaming as a way to take control of their financial future. Live streaming also lets people turn their hobbies and passions into full-time careers. Whether it's cooking, gaming, or fashion, streamers get to do what they love and share it with an audience that shares their interests. And somehow it helps the other people around the world. This genuine passion draws viewers in, making the content more engaging and personal. But how has this all become so accessible is the benchmark question? Well, as you know, technology and platform support are key. Technology has made it easier, but not easy. Platforms like Douyin Chinese version of TikTok provide the tools to start streaming with minimal upfront investment. Affordable tech like high-quality cameras and mics, combined with user-friendly platforms, has lowered the barrier to entry. Anyone with a smartphone can start streaming. But building a consistent audience and turning it into a career is another story entirely. In short, live streaming appeals to young people because it seems to offer an escape, an opportunity to forge a path outside traditional structures. But while the dreams of money, fame, and doing what you love are enticing, the road to success is filled with challenges, and many don't realize just how tough it can be. Influence of the social environment. The social environment plays a huge role in why so many young people are diving into the influencer world. Success stories like Li Jiaqi, known as the Lipstick King, and Via, who built an empire through live streaming, make the industry look like a golden ticket to fame and fortune. These stories don't just inspire, they create a sense of possibility, showing that with enough effort, anyone could achieve similar success. On top of that, becoming an influencer has turned into a trend among young people, fueled by encouragement from friends and social circles. Peer pressure and social media culture amplify this, making it seem like the cool or even the expected thing to do. Together, these factors create an environment where influencing feels not just appealing, but almost inevitable for those chasing success. Inside Regent International Center, a day in the life. Just imagine how it will feel to wake up in a building that looks like a giant, shiny hotel. But that's not your only dream. When you open the door, you'll see your flat is shared. That's exactly what living in the Regent International Center is like. It's undeniably fancy, but inside it's shared with other streamers too. Definitely not the best choice for introverts, I know. The influencer's day starts super early. They're up with the sun, getting ready to share their day with the world. Whether they're showing off the latest fashion, cooking up something yummy, or playing video games, their homes are always buzzing with energy. Even though their rooms might be tiny, they make it work, filling every corner with lights, cameras, and action. Now you might wonder, why do they live here if it's so cramped? Well, this place may be small, but it's also where all the action is. The building is like a beehive for live streamers. They pay a lot for rent, but being here helps them make even more money. Plus, living here is super cool because it's right in the middle of everything exciting about the internet and tech. This building isn't just a home for them, it's a gold mine. It makes tons of money from the high rents, and all these internet celebs buzzing around also help the shops and cafes nearby make money too. So while it might be a tight squeeze in their apartments, the vibes and the opportunities are too good to pass up. Challenges and regulatory responses. So life at the Regent International Center isn't just about cool videos and making friends. There are some real challenges too. Imagine having so many people packed into one building. It gets super crowded. And with all the equipment needed for streaming, there's a big risk of fire. Actually, there was a fire scare not too long ago that really shook everyone up. Because of stuff like this, the government has started to step in. They're looking around and seeing that while live streaming is awesome, it has to be safe for everyone. So they've been making new rules to fix problems like the fire risks and the super crowded conditions. They want to make sure everyone has enough space and that the buildings are safe so that nothing bad happens. Recently, the government has put in stricter safety checks and has told the building owners they need to limit the number of people living in each apartment. They're also checking that all the electrical stuff is up to code so that there's a lower risk of fires. This means less worrying about safety and more focus on creating cool content. But it's not just about physical safety. In China, live streaming comes with some unique hurdles. Unlike in many other countries, platforms like YouTube and Twitch are blocked. This means streamers have to rely on local platforms like Douyin, Kuaishou, and Bilibili. While these platforms offer huge audiences, they're also heavily regulated. The government keeps a close eye on what's being shared, with strict rules about what's allowed. Streamers have to be super careful about their content to avoid getting flagged or even banned. Another challenge is the reality of making it big. Sure, live streaming looks glamorous. Who wouldn't want to turn their hobbies into a career, make money, and maybe even get famous? And with the economy struggling, more young people see live streaming as a way out of traditional job markets that feel uncertain or out of reach. They see big influencers raking in cash and think, I can do that too. But here's the thing, success isn't as easy as it looks. Behind every popular streamer are years of hard work, sleepless nights, and a bit of luck. It's a tough industry, and not everyone who tries will make it to the top. The government is also cracking down on other issues, like fair competition and protecting younger streamers. For instance, kids under 16 can't work as live streaming operators anymore, and anyone above 16 needs parental consent. They've even put limits on how much money viewers can spend on virtual gifts to keep things fair and avoid exploitation. The Regent International Center, like a giant anthill, where it's not just cool for the influencers inside, it's a big deal for everyone in Hangzhou and even farther. The live streaming industry is shaking things up in a big way, and its impacts stretch far and wide. Places like the Regent International Center in Hangzhou aren't just cool for influencers. They're driving the local economy. Shops, restaurants, and tech services around these hubs are thriving because of all the activity, creating jobs, and boosting the area's vibe. Looking at future trends, the industry is only getting bigger. China's live streaming market is expected to hit a staggering 8.16 trillion yuan by 2026. The market is getting crowded, and it's harder than ever for new creators to stand out. Plus, technology and audience preferences evolve so fast that keeping up is like running on a treadmill set to high speed. The focus now is on balancing creativity with safety and making sure the industry doesn't burn out from oversaturation. If it's done right, live streaming will keep thriving, driving innovation and shaping the digital world. So wrapping it all up, the Regent International Center teaches us a couple of big lessons. It shows us what can happen when things in the influencer world go a bit over the top. But it also shows us how much money and opportunity can come from a place like this. We've got to keep our eyes on what happens next with live streaming. As it keeps growing, it's super important to find a good balance. We want to keep coming up with cool new ideas, but also make sure we're not taking advantage of people or making things too tough for the influencers who work there. Let's hope we can keep making awesome content and enjoying all the fun stuff live streaming offers, but also take care of everyone involved and make sure everything stays fair and safe. Until we meet again, hit the like button and subscribe for the more good content like this.